So, I'm back in the building again. If you're new here, a while ago I made a video on how I want to go from nothing to a rare spiked collar by only offering my artwork. And if you notice, I have a jamagram. Well, some of you have been reaching out on AnimalJam asking if I'm still open to these so-called AnimalJam commissions, and well, I like an added challenge, so let's raise the stakes. By the end of this video, I will have either every long spike color or the highest value being the black. Some I might have to get by trading the items I get from doing the artwork, but how hard can that be? In all of my years playing trading games, everyone has always wanted fair offers. The same rules still apply. You could argue if the first rule still stands because while I technically wasn't promoting anything outside, a majority of the people did come from the first part, so if you think I'm a fraud, I'm sorry. While doing the intro, I had someone break into, visit, my abode to inquire about getting an art piece. I really need to invest in a lock. What was different about this jammer was they wanted not one, not two, but 3 different artworks, featuring 3 different animals. One including a fully rendered background, which wow, that is a hefty order, but it was worth it, as I was compensated with 2 black long spiked collars and another blue. Once we were done discussing the specifics of each art piece that they wanted and everyone left the den, it soon hit me. I now have 3 artworks to work on, and I had work later that day. Yeah, I'm not getting this done anytime soon. And so with this batch, I worked my way up in difficulty, knowing the later ones were going to take up a lot more of my time. So I started small, and can I just say I love how goofy this wolf avatar is. It's so silly. The simple and goofy animals I find stick out more on AnimalJam since so many people I find focus on flaunting their wealth, and they trade off the aesthetics of their character for net worth. But I want to capture the silly aura of this guy and make sure to draw attention to the few accessories it did have. And this one was a lot of fun. I really liked the hatching I did on the background to sort of make a gradient effect. And yeah, this is a certified goofy goober. The second artwork was of this cowboy-looking wolf. He was certainly dripped out, and it was so satisfying to see them match the colors of the accessories to the fur and eyes. I'm just such a sucker for homogeneous color palettes. Is that the word? Anyway, I wanted a camera angle that sort of highlights the kind of raw, epic feeling this wolf gives off. Also, one thing I want to mention is the shadows of the blue looking slightly purple. While hue shifting is a great way to get vibrant shadows, the purple just helps it not look too neon blue. Because as I mentioned last time, AnimalJam's color palette is atrocious and kind of limiting in its color selection. But overall, I thought this wolf looked really cool in the end, and I hope I captured off his swagger. I also made the background much darker to add some contrast, and then I added this straight line that faintly glowed. You could interpret it as either a stray bullet in the wind or those intense lines in anime when something shocking happens. I thought it would fit his vibe. Last artwork took me a while. I just wanted to make sure I got the right amount of detail in both the foreground and the background. I may not draw them often, but I actually do like doing backgrounds, but I will admit I'm a little rusty. I just like drawing faces a lot. I approached this one a little differently, starting by working on the background and then working my way up to the foreground, which has its pros and cons. You'll see I have to cover up areas I spent a while rendering and making look good, and then it has to be unfortunately hidden from view. The difficulty I had this time around was using the airbrush tool, which I had to use if I wanted to go into more fine art detail. Did I enjoy it? Well, yes and no. I still hate the airbrush, but I've learned to accept it. It just made blocking in the wolf much harder than it needed to. See, initially I was going to go for my usual style of using the standard brush, but I found the pixels against the extremely soft background unsettling, and it just looked super out of place. So I had to suck it up and work the wolf into the environment so it actually looked a part of the scenery. And that meant I had to already go over my work a second time. And after painting the wolf in, I started working on the final foreground elements. And then I could call this artwork and this batch done. And luckily they loved every single artwork, and we could go yippee to another happy player. The next player jamagrammed me if I was still open to do some artwork and wanted me to draw their wolf. They wanted it half body, which just means the upper half of the wolf is in the picture and not the lower half. We agreed to do the artwork for a red long, which is another color to our growing collection. Let's get to it! So what I like about half bodies or close-up shots when drawing them is I can be more dynamic with my line art. Since AnimalJam does not have a large range of brush sizes, it can make finer details on further away objects a lot harder. Also, all line tapering you have to make yourself due to no print pressure on the program. Since this was a closer-up shot, I wanted to make sure the line art looked especially nice, and I think I did a good job. I also like how much more detailed I can make shading on closer-up drawings. I can get really in there with different shadow colors without worrying about messing up or making it look muddy. I know it's not revolutionary, but the color choices on this wolf were nice. I really like black and white designs. And they chose one of the only good AnimalJam patterns. I have gripes with certain patterns, some just look extremely ugly. Since I was going super detailed with the wolf, I went for a simpler background just to make sure things did not blend together. And luckily they liked it, so that is another player satisfied, and one new color to our collection. Once again, we reached one of our goals at our second player, but we still have one more goal to try and complete. My plan is to use some of the duplicate colors I have to try and trade for any of the missing colors and in turn complete our collection. I do believe I have enough to make it, but I'm gonna get some more material just in case. See, I already had a lot on my plate, but I decided why not just add one more person? I just love making more work for myself. Luckily this time it was just one artwork, but with a penguin this time. And in return I was going to get a purple long collar. And while this is one I already have, I can use this to trade for other colors later on. But I actually had a lot of fun with this one. I say this a lot, but it's true. I just love drawing, and so many people have such cool animals. This person said that they see their penguin as sort of a con man and asked if he could be sitting on top of a pile of gold coins. And I thought that was such a cool concept and went with it. It was certainly refreshing to step back into my comfort zone for this art piece. Although rendering the coins was a little difficult, it wasn't any harder than a full forest. I went for a darker background on this one too to really make the coins look vibrant. Black and gold are a great combo, which is why this penguin looks so dashing on top of it all. I was worried the dark background and the black penguin with the black suit would blend too much together, but I think it works. And luckily they were happy to see it finished. I took a lot longer on this one because I was working on so many other works before this one, and I really appreciated their patience. And now I think we have more than enough to trade for the rest of the colors. I'm not good at trading.
The green is nice, but it seems a little under.
I can add it in beta.
Can we do the green long, purple wrist, and the den beta?
Yeah, so if you can't tell, my technique is going to be over trading. After that, I broke the solid down into a red long, a couple of shorts, and just a claw machine for fun. I used two short colors from the previous trade to try and get an orange long. And as I was about to change worlds, I got a jamagram. That is totally not ominous at all.
Hello.
Give me a min.
All right.
It's on.
MK.
And that was a quick trade complete. And then all we were missing was the yellow and the pink. And to be honest, I did not want to spend hours trying to bargain with people, so I made sure I had a deal nobody could refuse. I never said I was good at trading. That's good, but I don't need that. Who's in my house? Who are you? Is your yes. Yes. I don't care if I made a horrible deal. Yay! And since I had an extra blue collar, I just gave it to someone random in Jamal Township.
Thank you so much.
And so here we are, with every rare spiked collar. We got here with the power of our paintbrush, and wow, this took a long time. I won't hold up any more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!